Maybe we could sign Clay to an NIL deal.
Yeah, maybe we could.
Good idea.
Is he with us?
He's ready.
Oh, good.
What's up, guys?
Hey,
There he is. The greatest football player not in the Pro Football Hall of Fame is on our show right now. What an honor. What an honor.
And he just loves talking about the Hall of Fame, let me tell you. He tells me every year that I need to stop my campaign.
Clay, she loves you. And she's right, by the way. Her campaign is right. She's common sense. Anybody that looks at the numbers that doesn't put you in the Hall of Fame just doesn't know football, period.
Well, I appreciate that. I just don't want her out there, what's the word? Campaigning for me.
I know, because you're humble and you're modest, and that's all admirable. But I also think it's admirable. I have a daughter, and I would like to think that my daughter would advocate to put me in the
ESPN Hall of Fame.
Blue and gray plaid shirt Hall of Fame one day. I don't know. I hope she loves me as much as Jen clearly loves you and has been an advocate for you. Enough on that. We're thrilled to have you on the show. It's great to see you. And I just, I'm in awe whenever I'm around you. I interviewed you a couple years ago, and I told you this. Like, I go back to my 12-year-old self when I would put my 57 jersey on to watch the Browns games. So,
this is really adorable to watch. He's actually quite tongue-tied with fans.
Fanboy.
Yeah, it's really weird.
I really am.
It's very strange to watch. You're having quite an effect on our host, just so you know, Mr. Matthews.
How does it feel to have a 50-year-old man fanboying you right now?
Grown man.
Yeah.
Paying taxes. It's been a rough week. Actually, USC lost to Utah.
That's
Wait, I have to interrupt. You're welcome, Ohio State
yes,
fans.
thank you. Thank you. It was rough for you guys, I know, Trojans fans, but we loved it.
I wake up the next morning early to see the USA soccer game. Now, it was 6:30 out here. And,
man.
It didn't matter. But watched that, and they lost. But then the Browns gave me a little bit of hope.
How about that? The Browns saved the weekend. That almost never happens.
That's a rarity, yeah. Do you watch the Browns every week, Mike?
That is rare.
Do you watch the Browns every week?
With our new quarterback. I mean, I'm just saying, we're 1-0.
Yeah.
It's okay that our defense won the game for us, but how about our defense?
Oh, it's unbelievable. It was like a Clay Matthews-led defense. We actually looked like we knew what we were doing for a change.
Nah, he can tackle. Come on now.
I know he can. He'd still get out there and tackle guys.
Mr. Matthews, first of all, thank you for lending us the talents of your daughter, who comes and asks us fun trivia whenever to get us ready for a game. We got a game coming, obviously, against Cincinnati this week, and we're going to be doing some Cincinnati trivia. Do you have any fond memories of playing the Bengals in your times here that you'd like to share?
I just remember, who was the coach? Oh, Sam Weiss.
Yeah.
Yeah, about him popping off about how this isn't Cleveland.
Yeah.
We weren't even
Cincinnati.
We were playing somebody else. Yeah.
I know,
but
it's
actually,
like a cheap shot.
Yeah. There's some good guys on Cincinnati. Anthony Munoz was a teammate of mine, and even though he brought us some problems, he was a good guy and still is. Class act, yeah.
He's got really cool fingers, too.
I don't know. Are his fingers messed up from? I haven't seen his hands.
Oh,
He's got one of the worst. I'm sure we can find a picture on the internet. Anthony Munoz's fingers look like they got.
Be careful how you Google that.
Run over a.
Hey, is this a work-safe search?
Well, you look at all those offensive linemen from grabbing folks.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think his was a pinky that just like sticks straight out.
Looks like a cartoon, like if Fred Flintstone's hand got smashed in a cartoon.
People are asking, I'm getting questions about all the pictures. Can you tell us about the pictures in the background there behind you guys?
Oh, Dad.
Oh, those are my NFL teams. Or actually, they're the youth football teams I coached the championships.
No,
Let me change
they are
that.
not.
Yeah.
He did. They're his
Can you see them?
Those are all Cleveland Brown
Is
ones.
that oh, there we go. There we go.
Yeah, you can see the Browns.
I can see a couple of them.
Just over his shoulder, I have to brag for a second because.
Let me get that.
Which one? Okay, just over his shoulder. Oh my gosh, he's gonna get up and.
Please take a picture now for us.
Okay, he's a crazy snowboarder. I know there's a reflection,
Whoa.
but look at the hair.
What?
Right there.
That looks
Come on, there's a
photoshopped.
reflection.
That's me snowboarding.
Oh, that's funny.
That looks
You have to have a ton of speed, Clay, to get that high off the ground at your size. I mean, that's some
or a green screen.
or a green screen.
One of the two.
No,
No,
it
I
wasn't.
know. I know Clay Matthews wouldn't do that.
Let me find out.
That's pretty cool.
I turned 41 3 months after I retired, and a friend of mine said, "Oh, you got to try this snowboarding." I went out. I got so beat up that on the way home, I stopped to get. It was about a 2-hour drive. I stopped someplace, got out of the car, and nearly fell over. Got home, went immediately to sleep. So my friend calls me, wakes me up, and he said, "Are you okay?" And I go, "When are we going again?"
Just like
went-
football.
I went right from getting beat up in the NFL to getting beat up on snowboarding.
There wasn't no
And
brothers
you know
out
what his
there.
his new hobby that he took up during COVID is what, Dad? Mountain biking.
Oh,
He mountain
yeah.
bikes and he took me out there and left me in the dust. I thought I was gonna die, and you gave me such. He's like, just discipline your mind, and I'm like, Dad, my legs are burning, and I think I'm gonna die. And let me go. Rattlesnakes going by, and he's just like, a mile ahead of me, and I'm like, what, I'm done. I'm getting outdone by my 60-some-year-old father.
Yeah,
but
well, he's got that
that's-
super Jedi dad's mindset where he could never lose to his kids in anything, ever. I'm sure you have that, because I know I have that with my son. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's in his discipline.
Yeah.
He's not beating me,
All right.
because I'm
Well-
smart enough to know what he can beat me in, and I just
Stay away from
I
it.
just stay away from it.
Clay, here's the important question: if you and your brother did the Oklahoma drill right now, who would come out on top?
I cannot answer that question, but I can tell you what happened. Very first game, my brother is the first round pick of the Houston Oilers, 1983. So they come up to Cleveland and they're playing. So Bruce was playing right guard. So there's this play where he runs all the way from right guard. I'm at right outside linebacker. So he pulls to his left, and he's going to knock me out, okay? And what happened was I recognized the play, and I look, and I see my brother coming, and you can see on his face all the years where I couldn't let him win when he was my younger brother. He's going to make up for it on one hit. And what does the smart guy do? Get out of the way.
Olay, baby. Olay.
He went flying through the air, landed in the mud, got up, had a big
He
patch
left
of
his
mud
feet.
on his helmet. And as he's walking back, I go, "Don't leave your feet."
As an offensive lineman, you cannot leave your feet.
He must have hated that.
Yeah.
Brain power.
All right, I feel like we beat around the bush long enough. You should be in the Hall of Fame. You're a Cleveland legend. The year is 1986, and you were part of a cinematic masterpiece called Masters of the Gridiron. You starred in the role of Clay Rock.
Wow.
First of all, I want to hear about your character and your experience during the filming.
Well, Mike Babb is the guy you need to talk to. He put this whole thing together. And gosh, I think we were on a nice little run there. We were winning a bunch of games. We had several good runs there. That's why
Yes, you did.
I don't remember the bad runs, but we went over to some place on the east side. It was a park, and went over there. And first of all, we had to put on these outfits that we were scantily dressed. And then went out and just started winging it a little. The thing was, most of us were still sore from the game on Sunday.
Oh,
and I
my
think
God.
Tuesday was our day off. And it was, it was pretty, there was a lot of action. We had these sticks where we swung at each other. And, most of the acting was natural to me.
Filmed in one day?
I think we did do it in one day.
Yeah, it looks like it probably took about a day, maybe 2.5 hours. No, it's a great. I think it's a masterpiece. I love the ninjas like with mustaches that you guys are fighting for no reason. I love that you guys fight a grizzly bear at one point that doesn't seem like it wants to be there at all.
Jen, we watched it this morning as a production staff. We actually watched it this morning to prepare for this. The grizzly bear came out of nowhere, Polk. I was so confused when all of a sudden you're fighting the ninjas and a grizzly bear just pops out and it's
This was
pre-PETA.
This was before they were really keeping an eye on things. Yeah. And I think
so they couldn't say no animals were injured in the making.
It looks
of
like
this
that
movie?
bear had a lot of Valium or something, and it was just kind of leaning on Bob Golick at some point, I think. But
who was the bear? It wasn't a real bear.
It was a real bear.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah. It was the 80s. It was the 80s. You could just go get a bear from somewhere in Medina.
Where did you guys get the bear from?
Yeah. Who didn't have a bear back then?
What?
Yes, you guys, we have to watch this.
Yeah, well, you know what? I just can't believe it was snubbed by the Academy. Really,
Right?
it's just.
Well, they're such
pretentious jerks.
They're such snobs. Here's my my last question about Masters of the Gridiron for now. I mean, next time we come out, and I'll obviously berate you with questions about it again. But would you, if we did a screening, UCSS, if we did like a screening after the season, and we did like a red carpet gala and brought whoever would come back who was in the film and showed the film with the people who were in it, would you be a guest of honor there as a former actor in it?
It's a tough question. You know, you know how much work offer I get this time of year because of that?
I can only
I said that on TV the other day.
Well, Clay, you know what? You can always say this. You and Tom Cruise have something in common. The Academy has not recognized either one of you with the Best Actor award.
That's true.
And so you're in his acting category.
Yes. But we're gonna set that up. We're gonna put you up at a Days Inn. I think you're gonna have a really nice time.
You could rent out that castle that's on Airbnb.
We could. That was Squire's Castle. Maybe we'll all stay there.
Yeah.
We could. Oh, we should do the screening there.
Should be at Squire's Castle.
I've been there.
I got married at Squire's Castle.
Which time?
No, Jeebus, don't start answering.
No. That just could take us down a rabbit hole of an hour.
Let's not do it.
Last Friday, we got live trivia after this, by the way.
That, year and some change.
Okay.
Bush told us a story about his current marriage situation, and it took 45 minutes to tell the story. So we're not going to get into that
It's
now.
a
because we have
good
trivia we have to
45-minute
get
story.
to.
Yeah, it was worth it.
It's going to be a
45.
special. It'll be a UCSS special.
All right, but you got to get the
Here we
trivia,
go.
is what you're
Sorry.
saying, right?
And yeah, we got to do trivia. And the first one, Jen, Polk already gave away the answer, so we're just going to give him the first
I
one.
love ruining
forgot
stuff.
to tell you. My dad said, "What are we talking about?" Hold on. See, look. They already know this, but okay.
We still get credit for it.
We're on a hot streak. All right. What was my dad's character's name in Masters of the Gridiron?
I believe that was Clay Rock. Let's see.
Final answer.
Final
All right,
answer.
They say it with such confidence. Let's bring it up, Mikey.
Lock it in.
The answer is
Boom.
All right.
It is Clay Rock. That is correct.
Clay, who came up with that name? You or Bab?
Who did? Did Babb?
I think it was given to me there.
I know, but did Mike Babb?
No,
I don't,
Mike Babb did
maybe
a lot.
the staff.
He
They
did
had
a
a
lot
staff.
of the artwork. He did a lot. He and his wife wrote it. He was like the Orson Welles of Masters of the Gridiron. He did everything.
I did read that his wife was pretty involved.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, she'll be at the screening
All right,
too.
we go to question number 2. You guys are on a roll. You're 1-0.
Okay.
Let's take it, Steve.
Let's do it.
All
I already
right,
contributed
bring it
my
up.
part.
Question number 2. I love that Clay and my Uncle Bruce both appeared on what TV game show?
I would guess Family Feud as like a family at some point. You know, remember how like sometimes wrestlers and soap operas would go on
They
there?
always have like the athlete week, professional. Yeah. That's
All
a
right.
good one. Lock that in.
All
Good
right,
answer,
Family
good
Feud.
answer,
Let's
Mike,
see. Good answer. Good answer. I'm going
Yeah.
family.
I
Yeah.
like this. There's confidence. All right,
Let's
Mike,
see
let's
it.
bring it up. The answer is
Yeah.
Who
Boom.
was the host when you were on, Clay?
Ray Combs.
Richard Dawson?
Richard Dawson.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That goes way back.
Don't
then.
ask the next question either.
Did
No.
I
Yeah.
would play against.
I won't.
Right.
I know what the next question
No,
will
did he win?
is. Okay, the next question should be, did you win? But here,
Some family.
Oh,
Oh,
just a
okay.
random family?
No,
Yeah.
very well.
the question we have for you, Clay, is if you had to have a family feud now, which one of your family members are you taking?
Oh, that's a rough question.
Well, they get a panel of 4 or 5.
They get 5.
Well, I'd have to go with Jennifer. You know.
Good answer.
Good
Good
answer.
answer.
So you got
Good
one.
answer.
You got
answer,
one.
Bruce.
You know, I used to ask him when I was younger who his favorite kid was, and then he was like, "Shh, don't tell anyone you're my favorite daughter." And I think one day I'm like, "I'm your only daughter."
Nice. Yep. He button hooked you.
It was not a lie.
You're right.
Fucking sweet.
All right,
Exactly.
question
All right,
number
so
3
the
here.
next question?
We're 2-0.
All right. How many touchdowns
Ooh.
did my dad score in his career? It looks like my dad doesn't even know the answer, actually.
Hey, this is kind of cheating, Jen. I don't know how I appreciate this. This is a hard one.
Tough. Didn't he have a pick 6 in the
I know.
playoff game against Houston?
I remember that.
I think it's 1.
So that would be the only
I'm
one.
going to say 2.
Man, he's
Interceptions?
Clay Matthews. He definitely had more than 2.
Well, doesn't have to be an interception.
By the
Could've
way,
been a fumble.
by the way, he was one of the first linebackers dropping in covers like that consistently.
I don't think he knows the answer here. Clay.
I love that we're
offense.
talking.
so
Very
I like that we're
complex
talking about him like he's
Clay
not
doesn't
here.
know the answer. It's more than 1 or
No, I
2.
think it was 2.
All right.
Yeah,
I
okay,
said
so,
2.
yeah,
I think I'm
let's
pretty
go
sure
with-
it's 2.
go with
Okay, let's go with Clay Matthews on this one.
I'm gonna go. You got it from a good source.
Hey, we
But I
go
could
the
be
audience.
wrong.
I like that he's on our team now.
I'll tell you. Let's see it, Steve. Clay, you're wrong.
You know what? I bet he had one in a preseason game.
We should have gone.
Wait a second. I took a fumble and rolled into the end zone with it against the Steelers in Pittsburgh.
Is that when everyone jumped on top
And then
of
I
him?
intercepted a pass amazingly against the Steelers and ran it in Cleveland Stadium.
I remember that.
I think we got to
Yeah.
go with Clay Matthews on
And
this.
then, of
Yeah.
course, I had a lot of things pre-1981, but they erased all those. There at least were 6 or 7 touchdowns in school.
Oh man.
Hey, I think I know them too.
This is back-to-back weeks. Our stats department has let us down.
The
then.
stats department, what
Yeah,
is
what
it?
happened, stats department?
Well, our
Yeah.
stats department also cleans up the place after us every night. so-
Stats department's located in Atlanta, so we'll make some adjustments here.
Okay.
Okay, well
That's
that's
right.
good. Then I think we're still 3 for 3.
Yeah, we're 3-0.
You guys are 3-0.
Clay
Also,
said 2. It's 2.
Clay, I know you mentioned
Okay.
Team
All right,
USA
so we're
earlier.
3-0.
Real quick, Morocco just beat Spain in penalty kicks. Spain's out of the World Cup. Morocco's advanced to the quarterfinals.
Who saw that coming?
I just lost $8,000.
They were plus 1,200 to win.
I
the
knew
game.
I shouldn't have bet on that.
Yep.
I didn't. I'd never bet. No.
Yeah.
I don't even know what's going on.
Hey, right.
Anybody that bets on soccer needs a psych evaluation.
When we have bad debt, we just ask Jay to borrow money. Hey, dog, it's a rough one. Can I get a bag?
All right. What's the next question?
Question number 4.
Let's move on. Question number 4. Okay. In 2017, our family appeared in a commercial for what streaming service?
I want to say Hulu
I
so
want to
bad.
say Hulu too.
I
I don't know
17.
why I want to say Hulu.
It couldn't have been Netflix. They didn't have none of them other ones.
Our family appeared in a commercial for what streaming service? It's DirecTV.
He says it's
You're
DirecTV.
right. It what? Yeah, but that's
Wait.
you're
But,
right.
but I didn't count. I guess DirecTV is streaming
They
now.
stream now.
Yeah.
You
it
tried to
was
fool us.
DirecTV.
You tried to fool us. You
I could be
dirty.
wrong, but I feel very confident about it.
Yes.
You know what, Bull? As soon as you said that, I thought, yeah,
yep,
it's
he's right.
DirecTV.
We're sure it's not CNN
think I
Plus.
remember that.
We're sure it's not CNN Plus.
Boy, but
CNN Plus.
We're sure. Okay.
Don Lemon on the line.
All right.
Yeah, let's go. With,
All right.
let's go with DirecTV. Lock it in.
DirecTV. We're going DirecTV.
Final answer, DirecTV? All
see
right,
it.
let's bring up the answer.
Oh! Who would have known that?
PlayStation View? They don't even have that no more.
Well, don't put it
I
like
know.
that.
Well, it was a tough question. Look, apparently my dad doesn't even remember it.
I don't.
He was like, I was just there.
Wow.
We did the commercial for the actual device, not the streaming service.
Seems like confusing branding, even at this point.
By the way, I did go to Clay Matthews' Pro Football Reference page, and he does have 2 career touchdowns.
2
Yeah.
career touchdowns.
I knew it.
And he's right. 1 interception and 1 fumble return.
Good.
Now, I thought he had a pick 6, or was that just a big interception against Houston in the playoff game?
He did not have a touchdown in the playoffs.
No, but you did have a big interception against
The
Houston.
interception was against Buffalo, I believe.
Oh, Buffalo. Yeah, you're
big-
right. It was Buffalo.
Yes.
Look at that. See?
Absolutely.
No, I took about 1 step and thought I better get down.
And then you fell down. Well, it was at the end of the game, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I remember it like it was yesterday.
Yeah.
I thought it was
We
against
have
Houston.
one question left here, guys, and this question is brought to us by our good friends at PCC Airfoils because it is an internet question. We do not have time for internet comments today. So this last question will be brought to us by PCC. Looking for a job with career advancement and great benefits? PCC Airfoils is a leading manufacturer in Northeast Ohio. All locations of PCC Airfoils in Eastlake, Mentor, Whitgift, and Minerva are hiring for all positions starting at $18 and up, plus full benefit packages, paid time off, and a signing bonus. You can apply online at precast.com/careers to learn more.
Bull doesn't have anything he says.
Nothing.
Jen, last question. Whenever you're ready.
Last question.
All right, you guys ready?
Yes.
I'll be impressed if you get this one. Okay, my dad was cast to play himself in which 1996 movie starring Tom Cruise?
It's got to be Jerry Maguire, right? Sports agent.
But he
Definitely.
Right?
Yeah, definitely Jerry Maguire.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Right? 96?
Yeah.
That was 96.
I can see the VHS tape right now and looking at me in the face. I think I was it.
Let's go Jerry Maguire.
We're going to go Jerry.
Although there's something about that movie, I don't know why the movie where he was
Interview
a
with
race
the
car
Vampire?
driver. No, the race car driver
I think
popped into my
Days
head.
of Thunder.
But you got to be right. It's got to be.
Why would he be in Days of Thunder?
There's no reason. I don't know why it popped into my head, but Jerry Maguire's got to be
Let's
it.
lock this in. He was definitely in Jerry Maguire.
Yeah.
Let's check it
That
out.
was one of the greatest movies. I love that movie.
Great movie.
Very inspiring. Let's check it out.
Cuba fell all the way off
All
after
right.
that.
Final answer is Jerry Maguire, and the answer is
That's it, baby. So he does have something in common with Tom Cruise.
first of all, the picture that was up of my brother has his eyes closed, but we'll let that go. It's like the worst picture of him. But secondly, Dad, tell the story of Jerry Maguire.
Yeah, okay, so I went down and I did the scene with him, and it was just a quick scene. He said something to me, I said something to him, and, so actually I came back, I was in Atlanta at the time, and the movie finally came out. So one of our coaches went to see it, and I said to him, "Hey, did you see me in the movie?" He goes, "No, I didn't see it." I go, "It's this scene where this happens." And he goes, "Didn't see it." And I go, "Well, it didn't it's real quick." So I finally went to see the movie about a week later, and I'm in there, and I go, "Okay, this is it." And I was walking down the hall, and I knew it was coming. This was it in the movie. And all of a sudden, it's like 3 or 4 seconds later, and I didn't realize they had cut me out.
Oh, you gotta be kidding!
I just sat there in the movie, totally deflated.
Especially because you're telling people you're in it. Okay, so then we can bag on Tom Cruise because he cut you out of the movie.
Right.
Yeah.
When you did the scene, was he standing on something to make him look taller? Because he's like 5'6".
Yeah, he isn't that tall, but he did have some lifts in his shoes.
I knew it.
Heck, yeah, I used to wear lifts around the offensive linemen. So I did it. Yeah.
Better
Actually,
Go ahead. Go ahead, Jen.
are you still getting checks from Jerry Maguire, or did they finally end?
No, I still get them.
He still gets
They still show
checks.
you the
It's
money.
like $8.80.
Yeah. So Clay, this is a true story. I was in one of the Rocky movies. It was actually called Balboa, which was Rocky 6.
Yeah.
Same thing. I get the SAG-AFTRA check every 3 months. It's like $13.11. The first ones were a lot, but then they start. But they still come in every 3 months. I don't know who the hell's watching that movie now, but let's hope they keep watching Jerry Maguire and Balboa, and we're gonna get rich one day. That's for sure.
Yeah, actually, it goes to Europe, and they put a little note on there.
International fees and everything.
Mr.
Yeah, but
Matthews,
Jerry Maguire has some legs to it.
It does. That's one of the all-time great movies.
better acting partner in the scene, Tom Cruise or that drugged-up grizzly bear from Masters of the Gridiron?
What? Tiny Tim was in
Yes, he
Masters
was.
of the Gridiron.
Really?
Through the tulips.
Oh my God! That's a pretty good Tiny Tim, by the way.
Thank you. I've been working on it. He's horrifying in an interesting way.
He's horrifying.
Thanks, guys.
Clay, you're the best, and Jen, thanks for bringing Pops on. You know we love it.
Appreciate you.
You know we love it.
Appreciate
You
it.
guys have
Guys,
Thanks, guys.
go ahead. Go
All
ahead,
right,
Clay.
thank you.
No, he's got one more thing.
No, what do you do? Just sit around and talk about the Browns all
That's
day?
it.
That's
That's
a pretty
it.
good
Yeah.
thing.
Come
Can you
on,
believe that?
pull up.
Great life.
Come
we all,
on in.
we all have to
Man,
be
that
kept
is a
away
good
from
line.
sharp objects.
Yeah, that's it. Thanks again for your
enjoyed
time.
it.
All right,
Thanks,
Clay, you're the
guys.
best. Jen, thank you. Thank you, Jen and Clay.
That